You know, when you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today.
What happens when a TV icon gets called out for reckless words and has to face the fallout? Is this the end of Whoopi's reign or a wake-up call for the media? Hit that subscribe button now, because we're breaking down the real story. No sugarcoating, just the raw truth you won't get anywhere else.
A Staten Island bakery is hitting back at Whoopi Goldberg after she alleged on The View that they refused to make her dessert for her 69th birthday over her left-wing politics.
The moment Whoopi Goldberg made that jaw-dropping accusation on The View, the atmosphere shifted instantly. With the cameras rolling and millions watching, she leaned in and said with conviction, "Let's be real. Elon Musk isn't just buying companies, he's buying influence. Behind closed doors, he's shaping policies that affect all of us, and no one's holding him accountable." The panel fell silent. Even Joy Behar, known for her sharp wit, seemed momentarily stunned. The audience, usually rowdy with applause or laughter, went quiet.
I should have thought about it a little longer before I said it, but I didn't. And I should have said cheated, and I used another word, and I'm really, really sorry.
Within minutes, the internet lit up like wildfire. Elon Musk's name trended across every platform. On X, users were split. Some cheered Whoopi's boldness, others slammed her for spouting conspiracy without proof. Financial markets reacted too, with Tesla's stock briefly dipping as headlines speculated on the fallout.
I'm not in favor of the wall. I'm pro-immigration. I'm not in favor of these ICE busts and all that jazz, but
Musk wasn't having it. A source close to his legal team told Variety, "This isn't just noise, it's defamation, plain and simple." And in a rare public jab, Musk posted, "Whoopi should stick to movies. This isn't Sister Act 3, it's real life."
I should tell you, Charlotte Russe has no political leanings. And the place that made these refused to make them for me.
The lawsuit that followed Whoopi's explosive claim hit like a legal earthquake. Just 3 days after the episode aired, Elon Musk's attorneys filed a 46-page defamation suit in Los Angeles Superior Court. The language was aggressive, almost theatrical. It named Whoopi Goldberg personally, The View's producers, ABC executives, and even Disney's legal counsel. The suit accused them of reckless disregard for truth and deliberate character assassination, pointing to the impact on Musk's reputation and Tesla's market value.
how about that president? How about that Trump fella? How crazy is this? If there's ever been...
In a public statement, Elon Musk didn't hold back. Accusations like these aren't just dangerous, they're calculated, he said. You don't get to lie about someone on national television and walk away like it's entertainment. Musk's lead attorney, Raymond Heller, doubled down in a press release. This wasn't off-the-cuff banter. It was a baseless, damaging statement broadcast to millions. Our client's business and public image suffered real, measurable harm. Financial outlets like Barron's confirmed Tesla shares dropped 3.5% within 24 hours, a loss translating to nearly $20 billion in shareholder value. And just like that, the gossip became a courtroom battle.
Well, first of all, I have strong thoughts about Whoopi because I think it was about 6 years ago she threw me off the set of The View. There I am because I was supporting Donald Trump.
When Whoopi Goldberg entered the courtroom for the first hearing, the cameras caught a very different version of the daytime icon. Dressed in a muted grey suit, her usual confidence was nowhere to be found. According to insiders speaking with TMZ, Whoopi appeared nervous, her hands trembling as she adjusted her glasses. The mood was tense. This wasn't TV banter anymore. It was real stakes, real consequences. As the judge outlined the severity of the defamation charges and the monetary damages Elon Musk was seeking, Whoopi's demeanor shifted. She dabbed her eyes with a tissue, trying to maintain composure. When given the chance to speak, she said quietly, "I never meant for this to spiral like this. I didn't know it would hit so hard. I was sharing an opinion, not trying to destroy anyone." But the judge wasn't moved. "Ms. Goldberg," he said sternly, "opinions have power, especially when spoken to millions."
You don't have any real personal beef with Diddy, but it's got to go down. The bits are there.
Joe Rogan wasted no time diving headfirst into the Whoopi versus Elon drama, and he did it with the full force of his no-filter brand. On the latest episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, he ripped into the situation with trademark bluntness, calling it one of the dumbest media implosions I've seen in a while. Speaking directly to his massive audience, Rogan scoffed at Whoopi's emotional breakdown in court. "She wants to play hardball on TV, say something wild with zero evidence, and then act like she didn't know it would blow up," Rogan said. "Come on, that's not being brave. That's being reckless. And when it backfires, you don't get to cry now." He went even harder later in the show, adding, "We live in a time where people want the fame, the attention, the clout, but none of the consequences. This is what happens when the spotlight turns into a spotlight of accountability."
It was a false statement. It was made publicly, and they can sue for damages because it was a lie. It was defamatory. They were subject to contempt.
Social media erupted with the force of a digital wildfire. Hashtags like #RoganUnfiltered and #Whoopi Meltdown started trending within hours. TikTok clips of Joe's roast went viral, with creators stitching reactions like, "Joe just said what we've all been thinking." Even major voices like Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, and Bill Maher chimed in. Maher even jokes, "Next time on The View, we apologize under court order." And fans, oh, they were loving it. A Twitter user said, "Whoopi got slapped with reality and Joe just handed her the receipt."
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What happened to all those yachts that got confiscated?
I don't know. It's a
Who
great
gets
question.
those?
Joe Rogan didn't just roast Whoopi in the present. He reached into the archives and lit up her past. On his podcast, he played clips from the early 2000s, showing Whoopi laughing with Donald Trump, praising him on The Apprentice, and even calling him a smart businessman with big ideas. Rogan paused the footage and asked, "So when exactly did he become public enemy #1 for her?" He followed it up with a mic drop moment. "She didn't evolve. She pivoted. That wasn't growth. That was brand strategy." Joe made it clear he wasn't buying the transformation. "It's not about the truth with these people," he said. "It's about trends. It's about optics. And it's about staying relevant. Integrity, that's long gone."
Isn't it ironic that Whoopi is getting a rise out of the bakery? We'll be right back. There is nothing worse.
And then asked the million-dollar question, when did she flip? And why? Joe said what many had noticed but never said out loud. She flipped when it became convenient. When politics shifted. When clout and influence became more valuable than integrity. That line hit hard. And here's the real twist. Even her defenders are falling silent. Remember when Hollywood always stood by their daytime darlings? Not this time. Even Joy Behar has gone noticeably quiet. According to a Page 6 report, network execs are holding closed-door emergency meetings, debating whether Whoopi has become a liability.
Did you see that one dude?
No, this is in LA.
Oh my God, I gotta send
Wait,
you
while
this.
the
Yeah.
raids are happening?
Yeah. He got caught up in the raid.
A leak from inside ABC revealed that producers are weighing long-term options, which might include a quiet exit from The View. No fanfare, just a press release and a fade-out. Joe Rogan closed out the segment with a line that instantly went viral. This isn't cancel culture. This is consequence culture. The moment he said it, the internet lit up. It wasn't just a quote, it became a movement. On his podcast, he expanded. You can't just say whatever you want to millions of people and act like it's all jokes when it backfires. That's not censorship, that's responsibility.
Their ovens had gone down, all kinds of stuff, but folks went and got them anyway, which is why I'm not telling you who made them.
The phrase took off like wildfire. Influencers, news outlets, and even fellow podcasters echoed his words. Consequence culture trended for days, symbolizing a shift in how the public views celebrity accountability. Rogan had flipped the script, and the world was watching. Fans went wild. YouTube comment sections exploded with praise as viewers rallied behind Rogan's unfiltered commentary. One user wrote, "Finally, someone holding mainstream media accountable." Another chimed in, "Joe Rogan is the only one calling it how it is." While a third added, "Accountability over agenda. Preach." The energy wasn't limited to fans alone. Celebrities jumped into the mix as well. Ice Cube reposted a clip from Rogan's show with the caption, "Truth gotta mean something again," sparking even more buzz. Charlemagne Thargod weighed in during a radio segment, calling Rogan's remarks a turning point for how we treat misinformation from famous mouths. The wave of support was undeniable.
Yeah. It is a sick. Arsonists they're really sick people.
Yeah.
And it's a known psychological illness.
So what happens now? Is this just the beginning of a media meltdown? Elon Musk's legal team isn't slowing down. They're reportedly lining up investors to testify, analysts to break down the financial damage, and media experts to prove just how far Whoopi's words traveled. If the court sides with Elon, what's on the table? A live public apology? Millions in damages? Could this actually spell the end of Whoopi's career? Forbes is already floating the idea that this could become the most expensive defamation case in celebrity media history. And the real question, will ABC cut ties with Whoopi before the final gavel drops?
You're supposed to have some kind of grace when you know that you have power that somebody else doesn't. Charisma is power plus empathy.
This isn't just about Whoopi versus Elon. It's a battle between media and accountability. It's what happens when opinions are mistaken for facts, when entertainment drowns out evidence, and when celebrities start to think fame makes them untouchable. Joe Rogan sparked the fire, Elon Musk added fuel, and Whoopi. Well, she's caught in the middle, watching her empire burn.
Did you see that one dude?
No, this is in LA.
Oh my God, I gotta send you this.
While the raids are happening?
Yeah. He got caught up in the raid.
Now, we want to hear from you. Was Joe Rogan right to call her out, or did he go too far? Is Elon's lawsuit a wake-up call for Hollywood and mainstream media? Should TV hosts face consequences for wild claims with no proof? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back. And if you want to stay locked into the wildest celebrity drama, hit that subscribe button. Tap the bell and stay tuned.